This video is about Hopf transform in polar coordinate system. Let's say this is one image in XY plane. Here is origin. Being digital image, x-axis is vertical, y-axis is horizontal. We have one point with coordinates x1, y1 and is at a distance of rho and making angle theta. Then in polar form it can be written as rho equals x1 cos theta plus y1 sin theta. For every point x1, y1 we will have a known value of theta, and from there we can generate the value of rho. Here theta is independent parameter and rho is dependent. Let's say we are going from plus 90 to minus 90 here. So if I substitute the value of x1 and y1 for the variation of theta, we will get a sinusoidal wave for rho. So it might come, let's say something like this. Then if I take another point with x2, y2, there the value of theta will be different. To get the value of theta, we will do the same procedure. So now this theta prime is obviously smaller as compared to our previous theta. We will have a new sinusoidal wave which will be shifted because here theta value is different. Another wave. These 2 points will be coinciding in particular rho theta plane for which they are collinear. Hence, all the points which are lying on one line will be coinciding in rho theta plane. So wherever you see these sinusoidal waves coinciding, that is indication of a line. Greater is the length of the line, more will be or dense will be the intersection point. So now this is image in XY plane and we are trying to get its counterpart in rho theta plane. Remember, this is digital image, so this is x, y, and for this rho theta will be in between. This is theta and rho. Sorry. Here also rho's positive will come this side. Upper side would be negative. Now let us take our first point. Point number 1. How this point will translate into rho theta plane. For this point, coordinates are 0, 0. So for all values of theta, we need to calculate the value of rho. But every time x1, y1 is 0, 0. For all values of theta, rho will remain 0. So this is our line for point number 1. Let us take another point 2. 2's coordinate will depend on size of the image. Let us take size of image as m cross n. So coordinates for second point would become 0, n. Hence for this point 2 which has coordinate 0, n, which is here, this term will go off and we will be left with rho equals n sine theta. So this will become a sine wave. For sine wave, sine of 0 is 0, and if sine 0 0, sine 90 maximum. So this is for point number 2. Let us have one more point, 3. Coordinates for 3 would be m comma 0. Now rho equation would become m cos theta plus 0. Thus, we will get a cosine wave. Let us take another point, point number 4. For point number 4, coordinates would be m comma n. For m comma n, maximum rho would go, rho is length of this point. So here, as it's a diagonal, rho would go maximum as root of m square plus n square. So the equation would become rho equals m cos theta plus n sin theta. This is point number 4. Now we can have the last point in the middle, point number 5, and for 5 coordinates would be m by 2, n by 2. Blue is 5. Here we have intersection of 3, 2 and 5, and here we have intersection of 4, 5 and 1. So what do we understand from this? It means the intersection of lines will tell us about availability of straight line in the corresponding image. Greater are the waves intersecting, longer is the line. Thus, in half transform, if image is having such intersection points, that each point is indicator of one straight line. Thus we can summarize, if you have a point, it will rise to a single wave. If you have one line, one intersection point. Polygon, multiple intersection. If you have circle, then what will happen? If we have a circle in xy space, it can be considered to be made up of n number of straight line segments. So it's a polygon having infinite number of sides. Thus, each time we take rho theta from here, it will be shifted by very small value. Wave like this. Next wave would be just shifted. This way it will be only coinciding along the edges. If you see a pattern where there is only intersection around the outer edges, that is indicator of a circle. Detection of circle for half transform is done with a different technique called as Hopf circles. So that's it for this video. Thank you.